Word.
What up?
We got
What's going on, everybody?
in the house. Let's see. That is Roger Florence, Technique FPV. What's up, Roger?
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So Jeff,
let me fix
now
this.
that you're here, I wanted to discuss that message you sent me yesterday about the what is it, 20-foot wingspan, 18-foot.
20 foot.
What is that? The B72, B52,
B-17.
B17. That's what it was. What's up,
Yeah.
Drone Man FPV? How you doing? Geppetto, everybody. So, guys, I'm gonna share a photo here in a minute of what Mr. Jeff Poole sent me the other day. I've been pretty apt for the past little bit, but dude, I swear to God, Steppen can totally fit on that.
What?
Dude, like, I'm hold on. So, Matt, I'm gonna share this up. Where is my God? I have too many fucking tabs open.
You and me both. I've been working on designs all day. So
here, Matt, share this. So,
good Lord.
Yeah, Steffen could totally ride on that like a Rocketeer.
Like, what size motors is he using for that? Or engines?
Probably like 50 kV.
I believe they're 90 kV, but
Are
they're
they
they're big rim fires.
That's crazy.
They're T motors or they're rimfire?
No, they're rim fire. I want to say rimfire 110s or 120s.
I thought
four of them are strong enough to pull a full size Jeep.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Didn't you guys have a thing with T motor for those U motors?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Those were around the same kV and power though, weren't they?
No, these ones are bigger.
Oh, okay. We need to get back into those giant 3D printed motor world.
Yeah.
Watch it shatter up. What's up, Jeff PV? What's up, Private Island?
But yeah, the wingspan is 20 feet by 18 feet long.
And you guys, am I correct in saying that you guys posted the video of it like yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay.
When they remade it at Flight Fest.
That's what I thought. Hold on, I'm gonna.
What's up there, Jeff?
Danish had a ridiculous freaking video he put out today.
Today or yesterday?
Yesterday. You know the one I'm talking about.
You're talking about the one for
what
he was calling his throwaway footage from frickin' Rotor Riot.
Right? The fucking
dude, that shit was so sick. I'm like, throwaway footage. Fuck you.
Like, fuck you with your throwaway footage bullshit.
Yeah. This was I wasn't even gonna post this because my other shit was so much better, and it was just like, holy fuck, dude!
Right?
Just incredible. Just. But hell yeah, it was fucking badass. I'll pull that up here in a minute. I want to watch it again. I've watched it probably 3 times already.
No, I'm sharing the flight test video.
Is it YouTube or is it?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I got it shared to you. Just activate the window.
Hey Jeff, are you gonna make it out there tomorrow? I'm probably gonna be there tomorrow.
Connection. What was it? The color source? Is that where it was from? So he sent us a bunch of PPG DVC colors, and then we went old school.
So yeah, we got
oil-based enamels. else?
Hold
Just like
on,
a
I'm gonna scroll through.
30-some.
So we got Bixler
can change the battery.
talking about the cannons, probably.
Turn it a little bit and pull the battery
Dude,
out.
what, did they put airsoft cannons on top or something?
Yeah, they
No,
always.
Huh?
no, it's laser tag.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
the Rumble base turret unit.
Did they have FPV on the turret? Does it like rotate and shit?
Yes, TJ
What's up,
built
Jay?
it. And it's amazing.
Hydrone 69 FPV in the house. What's going on, bud?
Yeah, TJ built the turret, and it was amazing when he built that because he was just sort of threw it together and was like, "Whoops, cool, it worked." Like,
But like, yeah, I would want that. I would want the turrets like FPV and separately controlled by another radio controller, so you could
he
have.
had,
I mean,
he had he had an FPV camera mounted on it with another radio controller, like a Spectrum DX like 9 or something as the.
No, the turrets on the B-17 are controlled by the joysticks that you just skip by.
Oh, okay, here we go. Here's some flight from Flight Fest.
I like the tail cam.
Right. Well, dude, they're sponsored by Insta, so they gotta throw Insta on everything, right?
Is it? This is new or older?
No,
brand
this is new.
This just happened.
Up trim, down trim, down trim. Look at that.
There was cars stopping on the roads because they thought it was a real airplane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that big. I mean, like it's hard in a clear sky. It's hard to get a visual scale.
So much better too. Can I turn a little bit before the sun here?
But yeah, look at the size of that thing compared to the drone that's behind it. It's just ridiculous.
Right.
Oh, wonderful, brother.
Yo, Jeff, who is chasing?
Put a ton of paint on
Michael.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I was
Dude's-
the
dude's
photographer.
vibrating.
who
He's trying to fly it, and he's just sitting there vibrating. He's like, I don't know.
Hey Jeff, you know that if you hit @ and then type the first 3 letters of his name, it automatically fills it in for you. If you're on the YouTube chat, little tip there for you.
Jeff's on his cell phone on wonky Wi-Fi. You know that.
Oh yeah, if he's on his cell phone, then the @ thing doesn't work on the cell phones. I tried to use it the other night.
Look at that. It looks like you have no problem with power either, huh?
Yeah, man.
Here's half.
That's a wicked rig.
In case you guys don't know, man, Gank MultiRotors,
Jimmy?
So,
Gank MultiRotors is sponsoring the bot Friday night FPV battles this month. So tune in.
And guys, we also just signed up to be sponsors for iGal 4, and I believe Matt, you took RayScout, right?
Yes, I am giving away 2 frames for RayScout and some slaps and some 3D prints and stuff like that.
And
There's me right there in the red shirt.
attaboy. Dude, that's
We didn't crash it. That's got to be when you're flying an expensive plane like that, man. That's got to be nerve-wracking a little bit, huh?
Oh yeah, the dude in the middle was flying it, and he was you could just see him vibrating the entire time.
Oh, Crazy Jimmy said he's going to stay up and watch the show tonight. What's up, Crazy Jimmy?
What's up, Crazy Jimmy?
You don't have an early call for the... Oh, that's right. You don't have an early call for the Crabman tomorrow unless you're working on a holiday.
Dude, you
Jeff,
know Jimmy.
Jeff,
he's
I'm in
always-
Pittsburgh.
Haha, William Perry sponsoring Ray Scout too. Awesome.
Nice.
What's up? Welcome to the stream, William Perry.
William Perry in the house.
Danish.
My chrome dome brother from another mother.
I love it. Yeah, dude. William's been up to some awesome stuff recently, and so guys, definitely go check out Racer X FPV or FPV Builders Racer X FPV now.
Danish Stallion in the house. What's up, Danish?
Always.
We were just talking about you.
Oh, your video. Muy caliente.
Yeah, we were just talking about your throwaway footage video.
Yeah. You're you dick.
I'm like, man, that's the reason I don't post, because all my videos are throwaway footage, and this was throwaway. I'm like, I need
Yeah,
practice.
like I post the slightly okay clips to post when I post my shit. I have like 4 terabytes just sitting here of just nothing. What's up, Yorkie Poo?
What's up, Yorkie?
Let's see.
Oh
So,
yeah, I have spent my weekend fiddling with this freaking new race quad I want to get done, and then I might be doing a street league and prig as well. I don't know. I can't stop thinking about new frames, and people keep freaking every time somebody says, "Hey, do you have one of these?" and "Hey, do you have one of these?" and it's like, I can. It just takes a little bit of time.
yeah.
So, yeah, this one's gonna be. I don't know. I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like and feel like. I know it's gonna fly well.
Jeff, you said you're going to be up by Flight Test HQ tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be heading up there.
Because it said Jeff FPV says he's going to be over there tomorrow, I think.
Danish says, "I know I did better though, so I don't know." No, don't be sorry for criticizing yourself. It just like, do listen to other people when they tell you your shit's fire.
Yeah, right. Don't be a dick.
We're not jealous at all. I promise. Well, maybe a little bit, but in a good way. Hey, let me see. Do.
William Perry has some new info on the Dom HD set.
I just sent him a link to the stream to join.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
See if he wants to come on, so he doesn't have to type it all, and people can ask straight questions, and all that. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about just turning the fucking necromancer into a prig, because it's beefy and it's like almost indestructible. I'd only have to make it like 7-inch arms, but I'd have to make it open source. Which, I mean, it's my first frame, so to this point, it's like, am I going to lose money if somebody makes a copy of it? I've been selling it for freaking 4 years now. What's up, Danish?
Oh, there I am. Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. I clicked join before I checked my microphone. Well, I wasn't going to come on here, but I had to show you guys something. So,
Is it more throwaway footage?
No.
What'd you break?
I literally had that thing like ready a long time ago, like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was just like, I know I did so much better, and I just felt like it was just not. Maybe I set my own bar a little too high. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
The only bar you set too high on that one was the bar that you narrowly missed diving through that container.
You know what's funny is some of the stuff that wasn't on there, I was going in and out the windows, and I did
Mr. Drone Man.
And I did a Matty from the top to the bottom, and then like did a yaw spin on the inside and then out.
Nice.
And I was just so disappointed it wasn't there. Just need one more thing, and I'm gonna show you guys.
Here's his Instagram as well. Go give him a follow, Mr. Drone Man. He's got a TikTok too, but I don't have that.
Danish Stallion.
I'm sure it's Danish Stallion on TikTok as well.
All right, I'm gonna remove the background there. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna show you. So I told I have these stand ducts, and they are really fun on a very, very stiff frame. I had the standard arms on my Mutiny, so they were a little bit too long. That 5.5 inches, a little too long for that 4-inch duct. So there was a lot of vibrations. So it flew good, but it needed to be a little more stiff. But that was because it was the really small standard arms. But I was fiddling around with them, and I was like, wait, those race arms on the Ass Bracer Pro, and I put it up. I'm like, perfect fit. So here it is. There's like
That's
almost
awesome.
no gap right here.
It's almost like it was designed for it too.
It's
like
almost
it almost fits right into the curves. Like the back,
Yeah.
just they need to be a little bit more forward, but
it fits the curve in the front, but in the back there, it's like almost in the curve. Which
that's pretty badass.
I think this one will be so stiff now that it's gonna fly exceptionally well.
And that's 5-inch props. Oh, Mr.
No,
William
that's
Perry,
4.
welcome, bud.
4-inch prop.
What's going on? Hold on. Let me go get a brain X-Racer shirt, and my brain hat on.
Let me show
All
that.
right.
Dude, William, check out what Danish has got here.
I know.
Hey,
Hold on,
hey,
let me
Matt,
put
don't
him
worry,
on. Let
I'm
me
wearing
put him
my
on red
right
screen.
hand.
There we go.
So
There you go.
he took the Mutiny HD V2 and
I see that.
he put 5-inch race arms on it, and then the Stan FPV ducts, and it fits like freaking almost perfect.
Holy crap. Yeah, no kidding. And you know what? That camera mount, it looks like it can fold all the way flat too.
Yeah. That's
Does
one
it?
I stole the idea from somebody else, so I can.
Yeah, there was a actually, yeah. See, there's another mount that you can actually fold all the way. Oh, you know where I was thinking? There's a quad for the BMCP camera that folds that camera all the way flat. I said, holy crap.
That's a pretty
Nice.
darn good fit. Like if the back end was a little
Man,
bit
look at that. Holy crap. It looks like it was made for it.
Yeah,
Almost.
Jeff, those are the asp arms.
You
Hey,
think
Dan.
Danish can do anything exciting with it?
Let's see.
Dude,
Come on,
I'm
now you're raising the bar for yourself. We got to see some epic video now. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Danish,
Yeah. What's up?
can you get
Yeah,
that
he was-
Rotor Riot sticker?
So
off that
yeah, you can thank me for making all of the arms interchangeable on all my quads.
Yeah, see,
It's
that's what you want.
completely stuck.
Yeah,
Danish,
that-
take it off, man.
The carbon is
why
stuck
you-
to the carbon.
and why are
Don't worry about it, Danish. Just,
You can leave it on.
you'll scrape it up.
I have zero beef with Rotor Riot. They're on.
why are you copying me, Danish?
What? Oh
Wait,
my
what?
god!
Oh, heck no.
Danish,
Look at that.
I'll send you a Spooner FPV sticker to put over it.
Oh, dude,
Okay, good.
I was kind of hoping Jesse Gallego could jump on tonight. He said he's got wifey time tonight because he's been working
Right.
a lot of these freaking drift events and stuff.
I'm still working the Bando one. It's not. Oh my god! It's falling apart.
Nice. Almost done.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like them
almost
too.
done. I'm doing different arm protectors, so that's what
Uh-huh.
I want.
Are you
So
using
they're gonna,
mechanics?
they're gonna have skids in the bottom. I just need to punch out the holes.
There's no trouble tuning any of that. Fire it up straight away.
Well, so yeah, my frames are usually the arms are pretty stiff and pretty tight anyway, even on my race frame. So hopefully he's not going to have a whole lot of trouble with it.
No, I don't think so. But those standard arms, they were like, once you get out to 5.5 inches and you're putting that weight out there,
Yeah.
it's gonna vibrate all the way out.
Yeah.
What's it called? I forget what it's called.
Resonance.
Yes, resonance. Thank you. Oh my god,
William.
I can't do words.
William, what have you been up to? You said you have news.
Oh, the Fat Shark HD goggles. So they call them HD. I still don't understand why they did that. And they had HD goggles already, which, yeah, it's whatever.
Dominators.
But yeah,
Dominator.
I've been talking to Dax Neal also,
Yeah.
and so there's firmware, and I was watching the Bardwell video that he did on it. He said that himself and Steele had issues with the standard camera, not the Nano, when they were flying in certain areas. And when Bardwell stood on top of the parking garage and he flew down below, he had little bits of cutout to where the video just kind of like faded to where he couldn't do anything. It just
Yeah.
cut out. Now, Camden said that he, with the Nano, had no issues whatsoever anyway. So I guess there's a firmware that helps that issue. So
Well,
I
so
guess-
I heard
I guess he sent that to Dax. It's an unreleased firmware right now, so it's under testing. So I guess that might be something that's going to be released.
I just saw a post today about firmware release.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I know Cam said that they were still working on to make sure they can get more release stuff out. From down the line, I heard from that somebody that had spoke to him before. I don't remember who it was, but anyway, that was the word that they have. They've been trying to get these firmwares done so they can release them at the time of release, but you know how stuff happens. DJI did the same thing for a while, for a minute, so we can't really yell at these guys for it either because it happens regardless.
Well, you
It's
got to
just-
remember. You got to
Oh,
remember.
crap.
You got to remember the people that manufacture these things
Yep.
can't test every single environment,
No,
right? So,
exactly.
and the
Well,
firmware,
they also, they
there's
also can't
there's
assume
some-
the firmware that will be used either.
well,
Right.
there's some people that are grumpy that it's being released without with firmware that still needs work or whatever.
Right.
And for at that price, I'm kind of in agreement with them, but seeing that they've got a firmware release, we'll see what happens with this firmware release and how, if people are actually happy with it or not. But yeah, I mean, $600 is a lot of money to spend on something that still that you get it and it's a little bit glitchy, especially if you're you're really risking your quad with your video system. So
Well, see, I'm going to be getting mine, and I believe I have the Nano, so I should be fine with mine. But the other ones are going to need the firmware upgrade, from what I understand. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I get mine Tuesday, so this week I'm going to start getting them all set up and then out, and then I'll post up, and I'll be talking to Dax Neal also about his findings and kind of see where it stands, and then give a voice for everybody else that wants to get them.
now,
So
I think the post that I saw was firmware for the goggles, not for the units.
right. But it had something to do with the Nano camera versus the standard DJI size.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what the
Yeah,
issue
Rob.
was, and Cam was using the Nano, and Steele and Bardwell were using the standard, and that's why they had issues, and Cameron didn't.
Now,
Or
Bubby's saying he didn't have any. He, after he changed to the same antennas he uses on his DJI setup, he didn't have any issues.
Really? Huh.
So they
He said-
had
he
a
said
live
that- he
stream
said
today.
He got garbage video on the stock antennas when he changed the antennas. It was great.
Now, was he on the standard camera or was he on the Nano?
I don't know. I'd have to.
Okay, see, that's the part I want to find out all this stuff.
Sean and Drew had a live stream
I'm
today.
interested to find out as well.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. So I mean, we'll pass all this information on to the masses eventually. So that's.
I mean, this
that's
is
my
I mean,
hopes.
this is digital FPV is my potential Christmas present. So
There
I
you
was
go.
hoping for birthday present, but with what do you call it? West Coast Throwdown coming up in freaking 6
Right.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, crunch time.
Well, you never know. I might give up my DJI or I might give up my HD0 stuff. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see what this new Fat Shark system has to.
See which one holds out.
I think give it a little bit of time. I think it's going to be pretty good.
I think it's going to grow just like DJI did. I think it's going to end up moving to the top too. I think you're right, Danish. On that side.
But I wouldn't cut the DJI short on
No.
V3s because everything that happened when the V1s were canceled is happening now, and they're coming out with a cinematic Cinewhoop drone. They're not stopping FPV. They're
No.
going forward with FPV.
Yeah.
Well, they see the potential money in it. That's why, and they
I
saw
just
how
hope-
much we bought all their
Yeah.
gear that was made by, you know.
I hope I just hope they don't ignore the criticisms that they have on their V1 and V2 goggles in the new goggles, like the size, for
Yeah.
instance. I think that's a lot of the attraction for the
Now-
people for the Fat Shark is the
They're-
size.
The DJI, they're stepping up now into the FPV world because of demand. They realized people were buying it. They realized people were wanting that easy setup, that easy beginner startup kit, all that. But the thing that bugs me is, William, you'll remember this, and I'm pretty sure Matt will too. I think it was like 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, when they refused to do that and modify the NASA M or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They refused to modify it for FPV because they don't cater to FPV pilots, and it was
Right.
like
That was-
cool. It was so new that they had no idea what to make of it. They're like, no, we're not going to help you guys. Now they just want to take over FPV.
Pretty much. Well, they want to be the conglomerate for it. So
Yeah, but like that bugged me because the NASA M and like all the NASA flight controllers for those old cinema whoops or cinema drones and all that, they were good controllers, had a high enough bit rate to be very capable. All they needed to do was modify a few things and put out a V2, and all it would have needed was a good low latency video in, video output, and a VTX. That's literally all we would have needed. But they didn't let you modify any of the rates, any of the PIDs, anything with those old controllers. And that's the thing that really sucked, is you really had to get into the IS or the I2C and get in and actually do the back end code stuff. And it was like, this sucks.
well, one of the other things that I guess Camden said they were going to be hopefully listening to Bardwell's little tips and rant about it is the
All right,
overlay.
Jeff, see you later.
The overlay for the OSD, for the
Sorry, Jeff,
DVR.
peace out.
Yeah, I gotcha. So the overlay for the OSD onto the goggles, it's just in the goggles. It's not actually laid over. So
Yeah.
I guess what Bardwell was mentioning was that, hey, why don't you guys overlay it and then have it to where you can choose if you want it to record in the DVR for the goggles or not.
Yeah,
so
SRT. It's like a subtitle.
Yeah.
Yep. So
That's basically what it is. It's a subtitle file.
William's staring at his clock like he wants to kill it.
no, my doorbell just rang.
Oh.
I'm not home. Leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone. Go away.
Yeah, no, I think that was my Amazon package.
Oh, that a boy. Wow, they ring your bell there? Ballsy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've got great Amazon guys. Some of them ring it, and some of them don't. And sometimes it's a neighbor kid saying, "Hey, can you teach me how to fly my drone?"
Oh yeah, I get that.
I gave the neighbor kid a drone, like a whole drone package for his birthday because I'm friends with his dad.
Nice.
And now he's like, "Yeah, I will. Can you show me how to fly it now?" Because he's here for the summer with his dad. So I'm like, "Okay."
So, I have a similar thing with one of my neighbors. So when I first moved here, there was a inverted FPV girl. Hello, can you make a Futaba work with FPV? Yes, very much.
Yes,
you just need a
absolutely.
proper Futaba FPV S-bus receiver, I believe.
Do they make
iBus. Futaba's iBus, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. iBus receiver.
Cricket flies Futaba.
Yeah.
iBus is faster.
But William, yeah. So we saw DJI Mavic just hovering around parts of the neighborhood, and we were like, oh,
Right.
that's like you can't do that, like. And it was like hovering over people's houses and stuff, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And I put out a post, and a father and his son, his teen son, came over, and he made his son apologize. Apparently, like we've got the river a block or so away, so when you go up above the tree line, you instantly see this beautiful river vista. Like, so it's understandable that he was just staring out at the river and getting good scenic shots, but he was not noticing that he was hovering over other people's houses. So it was a super simple like mistake of oops, I screwed up. And his dad made him apologize and all that. And then his dad asked if I could help him and like teach him about that stuff. And I was like, cool. So I've had this kid come by a few times to help him with like soldering projects. He had me solder a chip into one of his Nintendo Switch, I think it was, to make it Android capable. And I was like, dude, you and I are gonna get along just fine. Like, and so he's building up a bunch of stuff to start flying, and I'm gonna build him like a little whoop or a 3-inch or something, and just give it like I'm pretty much just gonna give it to him once he gets the goggles and
Give him the
controller.
give him a Nemesis Micro. It's a tank.
Dude, I know, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm either that or just one of the spare Baby Shark racers or something that I have laying around. But because that dude, I've given away a few of those. I've built a few of those. I've crashed a lot of those. I still have yet to break one. So, like, they're super tiny, super nimble, super easy to crash. Like, and so I might just build them up something like that and get him flying because he's super interested, and he's on
Who's
the
that
spectrum.
guy?
Well,
Oh
he's,
my god.
he's also on the spectrum as well, so he's very intrigued by it and very particular. But he also he's the one person that I know that has managed to be super intrigued by AMA's Model Aviation Monthly magazine. I seriously, I handed him the stack of the Model Aviation magazine from the AMA because I get them every month, and he was like, "Dude, these are wicked." I was like, "All right."
If I could only get my son to fly FPV, man.
So
Goddamn
inverted
reflexes.
FPV girl. Yet frequency doesn't really matter too awful much as long as the receiver is S bus or I bus.
And
Flight
combined,
controllers
yeah.
can communicate with a bunch of different protocols.
And the drone we were talking about is the Nemesis Micro. That is Matt Gankman's. You can get it at gankmultirotors.com, and it's just the frame. You would have to build it up yourself. There are a couple of people out there that could probably make you a bind and fly. I unfortunately do not have the parts available at the moment. But
that's one thing I need to talk to suppliers about is trying to get some other electronics in the store and stuff like
Yes,
that, and
for
then
sure.
being able to do some bind and fly and some,
And that's the thing. If we can make a deal with some suppliers or some, like at least some electronics company of some sort, that we can get like a stockpile of either FCs or parts or whatever it may be to make just some bind and flies, whether it's at wholesale cost or whatever. Because if we can get actual like bind and flies of the Nemesis Micro for your site, I think those would sell like hotcakes, dude.
Right.
I think they probably would too if I could price them decently. But
Dude,
like
every
with
time
flight
somebody
controllers
buys one,
with flight controllers being $80, the frame's $30. You know what I mean? And then you got then you got $100 worth. Well, at least $60 worth of motors because they're all about $15 for decent motors.
Well, T-Motor has a new micro that they're not releasing yet because they have it in their Tron 80. and in something else that they're coming out with. I can't say that yet, but anyway, I might be able to get some kind of a deal worked out for all of us to get in and get one big thing, and then just get it shipped to us. That's all.
Cool.
So let me see what I can work on that, and if I can get that micro AIO set up going, then that might help out for the micros, Matt.
Yeah, especially if it's an
so.
AIO, because the Nemesis is AIO board mounting.
Yep.
Well, here's the best part: it will do HD. So, yeah.
That's nice too. Yeah.
Let's see.
And
We'll see. We got some plans, you know how Matt.
Oh yeah, the 3.5 and 4-inch are in stock as well, so check those out. But I wanted to show y'all Danish's video that. All right, so I want you guys to give your honest opinion. Don't blow smoke up his ass or anything like that. Danish thinks he said he didn't think it was garbage footage. He says he thought he did better.
Just read my comment on his video out loud, and you'll be fine.
So here, let me throw that up. I'll put it on the big here.
All right,
this is Danish's trash reel, by the way.
I'm going full screen for this one.
This is his trash footy. Right here. This first part when you power loop, and I was not expecting this at all.
No, that was the challenge.
And I almost pissed myself.
Yeah, they gave him a challenge to do a power loop into the freaking thing, and he nailed it on the first, and then continues to kill it for the rest of the fucking pack.
Well, Cricket was there. Yeah, he's like, I asked, "Are there any challenges?" And he's like, you can do this." I was like, "All right, I guess I'll do that."
And then nailed it right off the perch.
Well, this guy's got me saying I need to get myself out there and practice more, man.
Oh yeah, me too, for sure.
Thanks, Danish. I appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Making me feel bad and older now.
Right?
It's like, hey, no, it was my eyesight. I swear.
I'm glad I don't need glasses in the goggles. So.
That's why I haven't switched to digital
cool.
yet, because I've still got that, hey, I'm on analog excuse.
I just got a astigmatism. So
it was my video. It was my video.
Well, I'm redoing all my HD stuff, so it's going to work 10 times better than it does now, because there was a few little things that I didn't realize that were done that I was going, why is it doing this? And then I went and looked over my stuff. I said, oh, crap. So
the live stream today from Sean and Drew, they were testing some antennas too, and the True RC antennas that Sean really likes had exceptionally much better reception than the ones Drew had on and the stock ones.
Huh.
Like huge difference.
Yeah, see, because I have the I've got a bunch of different antennas for HD already.
Those power loops to freaking entrances are just so smooth and freaking spot on. It's awesome.
Well, see, the Fat Shark antennas are all RHCP, so it's all backwards from my DJI crap. So now it's all, I have to have both sides. So luckily I bought some other ones for my HD Zeros. So now I can just put those over because they worked amazing. So I have a pepper box for it.
It was
test that out.
I think it was actually on Rotor Riot account they streamed from, so the video might be there. If you can,
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah,
I think Bardwell might have it linked in his thing too. So I'll check it out on Rotor Riot though.
Yeah, I mean it's promising. Glad there's more technology. Then you got Orca eventually will come out too.
Oh yeah.
What I'm mostly worried about, it's not if it's going to be any good. I'm worried about how they're going to interfere with each other once we get the Orca,
video dropout,
the Walk Snail, and then DJI.
Well, yeah. Well, the Walk Snail and this unit, they're basically the same thing. Yeah. So they do not integrate with each other, but
they don't? I thought they did.
No. The Walk Snail does with the Fat Shark. I mean, Fat Shark and Walk Snail are the same thing.
Right,
so
right. You're saying with DJI.
No,
Yeah,
we're not with DJI. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they will probably interfere just like the
Like,
other.
are they gonna give you a black
HG0 was the same
screen,
way.
or are you gonna go back to public channel? If it bumps you back to public channel, that will be amazing because then you don't have to worry about like, getting blown out,
Right.
like DJI versus analog type of deal. Because analog is just it's had its days. It's
Now,
gonna,
is it using the same frequency
be there
set
very long.
as DJI?
I believe so. I'm not 100%. I'm gonna have to double check.
I haven't seen anything about that. I'm just
And I
assuming.
haven't heard anything different. I haven't heard anything that they were the same. Nothing. I haven't heard anything on that.
Well, what I'm kind of hoping
That's a good
for
question, though.
is for some kind of standard amongst the digital channels, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, HD0 obviously because it runs on just standard analog channels, it's not an issue. And so far, the DJI has been somewhat compatible. I mean, we've got enough experience with it where we know what channels they affect, right? Or what DJI channels affect what analog channels and whatnot. So you can run, like we were running mixes of DJI and analog at the freestyle track at IO, and there was no problem at all. The only problem I had was the DJI FPV. Someone tried to fly there. Gave me noise on. I was on race 5, I think I was at the time, but it gave me so bad noise I couldn't even fly.
Wow.
What's up, Razman?
Yeah,
so
Razman's here. That's Zach FPV saying hello from Facebook. What's up, Zach?
What's
What
up,
up, Zach?
FPV?
And I don't know how to use this video system here. I can't message anything.
No, you got to do it through YouTube. It's stupid.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Restream to comment.
yeah. That's kind of that's my one kind of beef with this system is that only I can comment.
Yeah.
It's really kind
Well,
of
technically,
silly.
I used to be the only one to comment until Matt.
whoever's running the stream is the only,
Comment, right.
and
What's up, Rick James?
it is a little
Hey,
frustrating.
Rasman.
It is. What's up, Mr. Rick James? Let's see. I'm probably going to end up calling it in about 20 minutes just because I got to get to bed. But I did want to say, guys, happy 4th, pre-4th, happy 3rd.
Yeah, happy 4th, man.
But, yeah, so, guys, we got to check out. I've got all the pilot merch being made right now, or at least logo merch designed.
I'm floating
for the store. That's pretty cool, Matt. But I'm going to be posting that up this week. I'm also going to be posting up some Patreon content, but it's mostly going to be in like a digital download sort of form, like some tuning files for the Renegade tunes for the different sizes of Nemesis builds, things like that. So those will be available to all patrons. There are only a couple patrons right now, so you all know who you are. Check out William. Did you have anything else for Racer X that you wanted to talk about at all?
Just that I've got a bunch of things in the works. Nothing I can really mention too far yet, but I'm gonna have over 300 frames at the event. Matt and I are going to because I need to blow all my old stuff out so I can release all the new stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you know how that works. I can't
yeah.
release anything, and I'm sitting there going, I have these great things to release, but I don't want to do it and then kill all my inventory.
I remember when Matt had just come out with the Nemesis HD V3, and he literally, I think,
I came out with like 3 frames in 2 months.
Did you send me 3 of the Nemesis V2 frame? Because you were just like, dude, I have like 25 just sitting here. Like,
when you were doing Helen, I think I did, yeah.
Yeah, you sent me like 3 of them, and then I broke those ones, and you were like, fuck it, I'm just going to send you the HD3 frames.
It looks better on Mistress Helen anyway.
Dude, it does, and it's so much sturdier. It's so much easier to tune. Mistress Helen is dealing with a video issue right now. The VTX decided it wanted to randomly cut out on me for like a second at a time. So, and I've checked all the wiring, I've checked everything. It's a TBS Nano, I think.
Okay.
One of the little square ones. So wondering.
It's a 32.
Let me see. I don't think it's the Pro 32. I think it's
Just
the
a
25,
Nano then.
the 25 milliwatt.
Okay.
Or the 200, whatever, 25 to 200.
Right, 200, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Pro 32 Nanos. They're pretty nice.
The
I
Pro
love
32
They're
Nanos
some
are
of my
great. I
favorite
don't think this
analogs.
one's the Pro, though.
How did you guys?
I like that they have the stack board that you can mount your VTX to for racing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm working. Dan made the comment. I showed him the frame I've been working on all this weekend, and
The new race frame, yeah.
yeah, and he's like,
So-
didn't you just release some new frames? What do you do?
Matt, I'm gonna be a dick to William right now.
Oh no!
He brought up something to me the other day that I can't let slide.
No.
What was that?
How's it coming with the mods of the Necromancer?
To be honest, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on feedback, man. There's
He's anxious, dude. He wants it.
Yeah.
So Jesse Gallego he sent me a couple text messages tonight, saying that he was chasing cars all weekend and he flew the Necromancer all day today, and he said he couldn't get enough. He's finally got it tuned for 8-inch, and it's fucking awesome. He loves it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
do you know what kind of speeds he can reach with a 8-inch?
I don't know. I didn't ask him, but I mean, drift cars aren't terribly fast.
No, they're not. They might get up to 80 miles an hour for a very short stretch, but then they're cracking it back down to 45 to 60 miles an hour max, you know?
It just
All right,
looks crazy
man,
fast
see you
because
later.
they're spinning and sliding. So
No, like we don't know his max speed because he's saying drift cars, but he really just went to a go-kart track and was going around at like 10 miles an hour. Good, brought out the 8-inch for it. Oh, but yeah, so we got, and so merch is coming up on the store. I'm trying to think because there was other things that I wanted to bring up, but I totally forget.
I'm hoping to have my store up and running by the end of the year. So I'm trying to get everything situated with that. That's like pulling teeth right now.
yeah, I mean that was kind of a must for me because it was painful to try to sell everything via Facebook messages and stuff like that. I mean that was the main driver.
Even though I have stuff and ties with some of the stores, it's like just trying to get out there and remarket everything all over again is been the tough part because you see where everybody's kind of moved on and Matt's moved up and he's getting a lot of these people now. And it's like, hey, that's awesome stuff. The only problem with coming back in is now I have to market, even though I'm in a different realm than Matt or like Neil from Catalyst. It's like just trying to market and find that niche again to where your retailers are gonna say, hey, yeah, let me order X amount. So that's where the old stuff just wasn't selling like it used to. So
now
that's where
you do have the benefit at least of
Marketing
having a somewhat well-known name to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, marketing wise, I do have that edge to where it wasn't before. And now
so
guys are hitting me up. So, but
that's a huge benefit in this, especially in our hobby and our industry where the vast majority of it is just straight word of mouth.
Right.
Like Matt doesn't advertise, and he only recently started advertising.
Right.
And I like a lot of the time over the past couple of years that we've been doing this show, I've literally had to push Matt to like push his frames, you know? And
Jeff
Well,
Poole.
dude, you've got great stuff, man.
Great
I mean,
stuff.
I love your designs. I want that damn necromancer. So
I
it's
know.
like, you know what I mean? It's like,
But-
well, I already
I'm
have
gonna
some of
need
your
to. I'm gonna
quads.
need to order like 50 of those things when I finally order them, because I've got
Yeah.
a lot of people that are itching.
Yeah.
Right.
But like that's the thing. Like I've over the past couple of years, I'll post about Gank. All the other people that buy Ganks will post about Gank. Like it just continued with word of mouth to the point where now if he posts a sale, he'll get X number of sales no matter what, just because he posted it and it got shared all over the place.
Right.
Because all these different people know and love his frames, and it is like it's weird because it is a niche group, and you get people from FPV that I've never heard about Gank MultiRotors, and then you tell them about the frame, and they're like, "Oh wait, that one. Oh, I have heard of that one." And you're like, "Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Especially.
Yeah.
Something I want to do at WCT is I'm going to go live on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to start getting content going on my YouTube channel because I haven't even really done anything yet. So
Unless they
I
added
have
some
editors, so I'm good.
so unless they added some new towers out there, or unless Nate and Derek
Good luck.
got their whatever the Starlink up, there is almost no signal out there at all, dude. I couldn't go live when I was out there. I had to drive out like to the front gate to be able to make a phone call.
Yeah.
Huh.
I would get random
I
text
might rig
messages
something
from, like,
up to where
hours.
I might just do one of those telescopic poles, and I'll have my stuff to where I can just plug into it there and just have the antenna go
yeah,
up.
dude."
Yeah, if you've got a
build
cell
a
repeater
can
on
do
a
that.
pole,
So I might just try to rig something up because I got a buddy that does that already, man. I don't care. I'm
Well,
gonna get me and Matt out there somehow, man.
Cool sticking out there with your phone on the end. Hello?
Right.
Is the Bluetooth on?
They're gonna be like,
Dude,
"Aren't
you
you
need
guys
one of those old
competitors?" No, man. I
flip
support
phones so that you can
everybody.
pull the
It's
antenna and
Hey, you
pull
don't
it
need a
back.
pole. All you need is a balloon and a tank of helium.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just send a quad up there. Hey, can you lift my quad, my phone up there?
Hey Drib, how
Sit up
long
on the bottom of a
how
Mavic
long
Mini.
does your drone
Yeah,
fly?
50.
right,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
run that hotspot. You can probably
Yeah,
run.
I'm itching to buy a small Mavic type drone.
Well,
I've
I've
had a lot
got
of
it.
people-
I've got a Mavic.
Do you?
I've got the Air.
I don't have anything like. I mean, to be honest, I've got a Phantom 4 that's over here on the shelf that needs a couple of plastic parts that one of my daughter's friends gave me to fix like 2 years ago, and I gave him a list of the parts that needed to be purchased for it, and never heard anything back. So it's just been.
Well, we got a distributor here in the U.S. that does it, and he even repairs them now, and he'll get the parts for you.
Well, the cool thing is all I need is plastic parts because I've tested everything else and it all works.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of those.
I haven't gone as far to see if the transmission works because, but I've hooked up. I can move the remote with the gimbal, or sorry, move the gimbal with the remote and all that. It spins up, no issue. It's just the cracked plastic pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, technically that'd work, but I really do want something smaller that I can pack away and just kind of throw in a bag or keep in my big ass Beta flight bag.
Well, hey, you might want to look into another setup that's
the
less
foldable
expensive.
Fractal Engineering 3-inch.
A what?
The foldable Fractal Engineering 3-inch that Eves came out with.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that, William, right?
Yeah, I mean it's cool, but I mean you really have to be involved in that sector of it.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Tuning would be a nightmare.
I like the design. I love that stuff, but I just am not in that
Didn't
realm.
like Axis come out with a folding quad or something?
They did. They did. Yeah, it was a quad frame, I believe.
Yeah.
Folded up. Yeah, it's or was it an octo? Might even no. I think it was a quad. What do you call it? Matter of fact, shoot.
I'm gonna look it up.
Was it a Cinelifter?
No, it was a cinematic.
What's up, Hardy? How you doing, buddy? Envious FPV in the house.
It's called the Colas or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Colas.
Here, I'll share it on my screen.
Confused. She had a drone fire today.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So the
I
Magic
Yeah, I
Mini
saw
is
that too. That's right.
$250.
So that's the Koalas. It's a 6-inch drone. The motors
Right.
are inverted
That's
on
right.
the arm.
That's right. It was a well, they're kind of saying it's cinematic, but
So I mean,
it's a camera drone. Basically, is what they're trying to market it as.
well,
So
I mean, I do give them that. The center of gravity looks pretty good on it,
it does look really good. I do
Um,
have to give them that. Yep.
and you know the props I think are probably well out of the camera view with the motors being on the bottom of the arm.
Yeah,
Or out of,
that's
at
what it
least
looks
out
like.
of the, at least out of the. So I mean, if it flies well, I mean, it could be like I said. There was that whole thing the other day. What makes a cinematic quad? It's the way
Right,
it flies,
right.
I
Yeah.
guess.
It
Kim says,
depends. You know, I mean, this would be classified, I think, as more of a cinelifter. You know what I mean? Versus
Freestyle.
I mean, but it's only
yeah.
a 6-inch.
yeah. So
So, and they're using looks like 2203 1610 kV motors.
I'm
Right.
really not gonna lie.
I think that's how they do their numbers. It's an AF.
Landing with that the middle landing
AF-22,
point like
whatever,
that,
yeah.
those little middle landing legs.
It was
is the
your
most
Fed Tech that
infuriating thing ever.
smoked, wasn't it?
I'm grumpy that. I mean, at least last time I looked, T-Motor would actually, or sorry, Access would actually tell you.
Nice slip of the tongue there, Matt.
Yeah, sorry. Freudian slip.
I just wanted to see the look on William's face.
I can't.
So
I
it-
can't
so at
comment.
least-
No comment.
So at least Access
I just
gives
heard a
the
peep.
actual stator size. All right, I'm still
Right,
grumpy about
right.
T-Motor with their
I can't
F.
see. The screen's all blurry.
T-Motors doing it now, Matt.
Huh?
Matt, they're doing it now.
Oh, are they?
All their newer motors, they say like 1404, 13, whatever, the F1404. They're doing the F, but they're doing the 1404 on it now. So now you know the size.
Okay.
They're trying to do that because everybody complained about it, and now they're really coming into currency. They're being current now.
Yeah.
So if you look at all the new line, they do tell you what the stator motor is, and if not, I can get it for you.
Yeah.
So,
Jeff Hardy says, "Did y'all see the new drones that are sim? It's fire." So
no, I didn't see that, Jeff.
And he's out in Tampa with freaking doing his little Team Drone Adventures thing.
Yep. He's ripping it up out there. I actually sponsored him this year.
yeah,
Nice.
we did. I know Matt and I did too. I had to pull out the OD sponsorship towards the very end just due to financial stuff.
Right.
But
I said
like
extra quads.
I had promised him like 3 or 4 big prize packs with like Nemesis frames and shit, and I couldn't follow through. So I was like, all right, I gotta cancel.
Well,
Like,
I sent the ones that you had.
reserved, yeah.
Yes, that you had.
Yeah, but I think he more put that under Gank instead of OD anyways. So that's and they're your frames, so rightfully so.
Well, this is our show too, so.
Well,
But
I know.
either way,
And that's the thing. Like it's. I try and sponsor what I can. I'm hoping I can get. I know WCT.
Mhm.
We had talked to them, but I think Matt's more on that, and I know we're doing some sort of sponsorship there, but I need to send you the banner or whatever.
I am doing. Yeah, you sent me the banner. But I am doing the pilot appreciation dinner on Saturday night. So I'm feeding everybody that has a
Okay.
ticket, and then whoever they bring for family members as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get one of my team pilots to go. Matter of fact, Boss Lady FPV. I'm trying
Nice.
to get her to go. I'm trying to sponsor some of her getting out there and flying with us. So, Matt, you've
Dude,
flown with her, so she's
Aaron
cool.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And I'm debating on either getting a new vehicle here. I need a bigger vehicle for road trips. But that one, I mean, that car's got 200 and something thousand miles on it. Still runs great. So,
There you go.
but just trying to tow a trailer through the mountains with it, it didn't do so good last year. There was a couple spots where I was doing like 35
Grants Pass is miserable.
35 mile an hour, and I'm bouncing trying to get it. Come on, baby.
Grants Pass is horrible for that.
Oh yeah.
So, well, we went through Yellowstone. So we drove
Okay.
through
I got it.
Yellowstone to get through. And there was some pretty.
That's right. You're coming up the over and coming down. That's right. You're coming over.
Yeah,
and
we went through. We cut down where we were
Wyoming
coming down through the top of Wyoming, and then we
Right.
dipped down to cut through because we wanted to drive through Yellowstone, and then came up a little bit. It was just west and up just a little bit to get to Roseburg from there.
Right.
But that was a long ass trip through Yellowstone, man. It was,
Yeah,
definitely fill up your gas tank before you go in there. And if you see a gas station while you're in there, you should probably fill up again.
Right. That's it.
Because
Too.
there's very few gas stations allowed in the park
Dude,
at all.
there were a few in Colorado like that, like cutting through Colorado into like Cali. Holy
Yeah.
crap! I think at one point, I think the route I was taking, it was not the main like I-75 route. It was the other route through Utah. I don't think I saw a single gas station through the entire state. It was ridiculous. Like, I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
Dude, after I ran out of freaking gas on the way to California, it was on the way or on the way back? It was on the way to California, and had to pay $250 for a tow guy to bring me 5 gallons of gas. Dude, and I had to walk like freaking 2.5 miles in the, I think it was like 100 and something degree heat. I think it was because it was middle of June. I think it was when I was out there.
It was hot though, man.
It was, dude. So I had to walk to the tourist center because there's nothing else out there. And they let me use a phone, and then let me sit in their air conditioning to wait for the guy to show up, man, because it was stinking hot. I did buy some Joshua tree seeds that I've got here that I'm going to grow some of those for my yard.
I'll send you some seeds to grow.
That's not legal here. I can't do that.
Who says it's those seeds?
Yeah.
I'll just send you green peppers.
Hey, send me some.
I gotta head out and
all right
go to bed. But you guys are welcome to keep it going. Let's check out the Optimized Drone store at www.optimizeddrone.com. There's a link to our Patreon there as well. Let's do some promo stuff for Racer X. Going to be coming up soon, guys, as well as some more promo stuff for Matt's new frames that he just put on his site, I believe. Did you just put them up, right?
Yes, I have them put together. Oh, they're behind me over next to my light box because I'm supposed to take pictures in the light box.
All right.
But the frame, the 3-inch and 3.5 inch and 4-inch are on the site. They just have the pictures from the 3-inch right now.
Okay.
But everything else is good. I did the measurements, the weights, everything is all accurate. Or should be accurate. I did the new weights, did the new wingspan. So all that should be good. Mutiny HD V2s are in stock. V2s are in stock. Sky is Cinehex in stock.
Right.
All kinds.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it for the night for me at least.
All right.
Tune in next week. We'll have some more awesome guests, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably have William Perry on either next week or the week after or whatever, in terms of getting some more Racer X promo stuff going for you.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a bunch of different things. I got 3 designs right now. When I load, and it's like, no, I can't.
Yeah, I figure we're gonna start having you on somewhat regularly, just to talk more about what you guys are up to over there.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. All right, guys. Well, have a good night, and you guys keep it going if you want. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk for a little bit more.
Yeah,
Cool.
sounds good, Dan.
All right.
Have a good
So,
night.
Alright,
Mutiny HDV2s. This one here, I should probably be handling with sterile gloves. No, this one here is the one that I assembled to show off at the freestyle tent. And people were grabbing it and trying to flex it. And they're like, dude, I'm cutting my hands.
Nice.
But yeah, it's super freaking durable. All the fixes that were recommended went into it. Widen the back end, reduce the curves on the battery slots, gave more meat around the battery slots, reduced some of the length of some of the slots to make the frame a little more durable.
Less flex throughout the whole perimeter. Yeah,
they're all great improvements.
less resonance and better. That's nice.
The
You think you know how to engineer something there, Matt?
I know how to make it durable,
Right?
but and this is just the Mutiny V2, the analog version, so it's got a little less space in the back, so it'll still fit the Vista pretty well.
Right.
I think that's what you got this time, Tim, wasn't it? The standard Mutiny.
Yes, I got the standard one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this one will have a little more props in view, just because the front end's a little bit shorter and all that, but it'll be lighter than the V2 as well. Same arms are interchangeable, same bottom plates and all that. So and it'll still fit all the same stacks. The only big difference is it won't fit the air unit in there.
Yeah, I'm making some different things for it. I'm making the new arm protectors. I'm gonna make them.
That's awesome. Danish is making arm protectors with the little skids on the bottom.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I show that?
I can't wait to see that footage, Kim.
You know, I started making skids out of carbon PC and different carbon materials because they're higher temperature and they're really resilient, so you could slide them.
What I found worked the best, and I have a design for them for universal skids, was nylon.
Nylon. Carbon nylon is what I'm using right now.
Nylon is high temp, it's durable, you can dye it different colors, and it slides very nice. It doesn't skip as much. It's a little softer than PLA, but harder than TPU. So, well,
if you really want a harder and super high tensile strength, I started using the Tallman 910 alloy nylon, and that stuff is phenomenal. And also Phoenix 3D. Chris, I'm not sure they don't really say exactly what's in there, but it shows the tensile strength is higher than most of the other nylons on the market. And Phoenix 3D also uses that, and another one that is a carbon nylon from Tallman. And I want to say that one is 365 or something. I can't remember exactly the number of it, but or 65. I think it was called Tallman 65 or something like that.
I've got Tallman nylon. That's good. I mean, that's the only
that stuff is awesome,
dude. And it prints like stinking butter.
Super fast too. You can print that like super fast.
I printed nylon, and Josh from Flino goes, "How the hell did you get it to look so good?" And because he goes, "That's really nylon," and I was like,
"It just prints like that because it's so pure. It's got such good quality and consistency. You can't mess it up, really." I mean, I was going
other than allowing moisture to accumulate in it, you really can't screw it up. Nylon is more susceptible to, because you're operating at a higher temp. It's more susceptible. It pulls in more moisture than TPU. And because your hot end is at such a high temp, the moisture in it actually it'll pop in steam, and you can actually watch it pop in steam, and it's crazy. But yeah, definitely have to dry that stuff. I got that big ass dry box, that blue dry box behind me. I don't know if you. have big ass heads in the
You
way.
want some TPU that doesn't like suck up moisture because you don't print very often. I got some good stuff.
I've heard some pretty decent. There's some pretty decent stuff out there. I know Troy over at Quad Standard Labs has got TPU he likes to use that's fairly stiff and it's relatively easy to print as well.
Well, I've been using the Cheetah Ninja Tech that's fairly firm, and I haven't had any issues with that versus the other stuff.
I bought one roll of Ninja Tech and I printed a set of Mutiny prints, and there was so much Jello in the damn
Ninja Flex. I bet you got Ninja Flex. It's super soft.
I got the
and hard to
Ninja
print.
Flex, the Cheetah or whatever it is.
Cheetah is supposed to be really good, and I haven't had any issues with Jello.
I think it may have been just the way I designed my mounts, because I designed them all for TPU, and I think because it's just less flexible. If I'd have beefed up the mount, it might have worked, but I didn't like how. I mean, it was really squishy.
Oh yeah, just beef up your percentage on it of your infill, and
I printed 100% anyway.
Okay, huh?
Which
it might be designed. Who knows?
Which is why my prints usually look fairly translucent.
Right.
The stuff I just linked is the 3D Cube vest that I use, and it does not suck up a lot of moisture. I don't dry any of my rolls, and it can last probably a good couple of months here in Florida before it gets to start having issues with it.
This the box that I've got back here,
it's very hard.
Huh?
Sorry, and that's very hard TPU. So it's not going to be that same smart flexibility. So it's more rigid.
Kevin Turner, what's going on?
Rob
How you doing?
That, Ninja Flex is or Ninja Tech. Yeah, Ninja Flex is TPU 50, right? It's super soft. It's below the other ones. Yep, that's true.
Yeah. Artistics in the house. What's going on? Kevin Turner was my neighbor in the RV lot this year at IO.
Huh.
So, but yeah, they're doing some crazy stuff over there too. I almost bought one of those laser engraving machines because the multi-GP glass that Evan did was freaking so nice. I was like, man, I really want one of those. I'm like itchy trigger finger, and I'm like, no, wait till after West Coast Throwdown.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have another freaking $1,200 car repair that happens halfway between here and Oregon. So yeah, maybe I ought to keep that money saved away for now.
Or another gas leak.
Yeah, no gas leaks.
No, you take a 5-gallon drum with you?
No, I'm not doing that. No. Yeah, I start right now lately when I've been driving, especially when I'm driving with a trailer because it gets such crappy gas mileage. If I get close to 100 miles an hour, I click the plus button on my maps and add gas station. So start looking for it, because there's been times when it's been 70 miles ahead and I've got 110 miles in the tank. But that 70 miles is uphill. So it's
uphill,
like,
right.
Yeah, you get there and it's like 3 miles, 2 miles, and you're pulled. Where's the gas station?
Right.
Have a good night, Kevin. Thanks for stopping in.
Good night, Kevin.
Yeah. All right, Kevin.
Yeah, that's hey, there's Hootie Man. Happy 4th of July from Canada.
Oh, nice. Happy 4th.
Our socialist neighbors to the north.
That's right.
Terry said he was going to come visit me this summer, but the Gestapo wouldn't let him leave.
Oh, man. I know I got to make it out to Texas this next year. I've got a whole tour planned where I'm going to be traveling a lot more. So I'm going to be making it out to Texas to see you out there, Matt.
Awesome. Yeah, I got Jeff Poole's coming down for Thanksgiving this year. So he was already talking about eyeballing plane tickets for that.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Get to fly with him. And then Thanksgiving's a cool time too, because we get to take micros downtown.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Neil Whiteley also told me I better stop by. So I got to stop there too.
Yeah.
I really want to go to Colorado this year and see my sister-in-law. Still haven't been there. I live out in the middle of nowhere,
Huh.
Colorado Springs.
Oh
outside
wow.
Colorado Springs.
Yeah, I'm debating on if I want to. Like, I'm thinking on the way up, I want to go like maybe through Colorado and then cut over, and then on the way home, I think I want to come back down through Nevada and through Vegas, and then back this southern way because Route 10 is just so fast, and it takes like
Oh.
almost directly back home.
Hootie Man said Whataburger is a must. Oh man, I miss Whataburger. When I lived in New Mexico, we were there all the time because they had Blake when the husband and wife split. They had Whataburger and then they had Lotta Burger, and that it confused everybody. It was like Blake's Lotta Burger and then Whataburger. I said, what the heck?
That's hilarious because here in
Man.
Austin, there's a Dan's Burgers, and him and his wife split, and then she named hers Fran's Burgers.
Oh God.
But it was the same thing.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
funny.
that was funny. But yeah, we're going up there. We're gonna smoke some. I'm gonna smoke a shitload of meat again. I'm actually gonna make sure I get to cut it, so we can hand out proper servings to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the West Coast, William?
Yeah, West Coast Throwdowns, man.
Yeah, I'm in Northern California.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
more in the Central Valley. I'm only an hour and a half from just about everywhere.
Yeah.
Hour and a half to 2 hours because where I'm at, I'm only an hour from SAC. I'm an hour and a half from San Francisco. And I mean, I can go pretty much to Fresno in 2 hours. So I can go anywhere pretty much and fly, which is nice.
Yeah.
You know?
San Bernardino.
Yeah. That trip isn't going to be made as often as I used to. My dad, I moved him out here now. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sam.
I have cousins and stuff that live out there, and then other guys are like, "Dude, you got to come out here and then fly with." Oh crap! All right.
Did your brother ever post his wing footage?
You know what? No, not from there. He didn't.
Because I was.
He's got new footage though.
I actually finally had Aaron Cisco do me a video from my footage from there,
Right.
and I was watching it the other night, and I remembered that he was flying his wing before we even went up.
Yeah.
And I was kind of curious to see that.
You know what? I'll hit him up tomorrow and see if he can just post some up for me. Actually, you know what? What I'll do is I'll go to his YouTube, and then what I'll do is I'll just link you to it.
So this is the video that Aaron did for me.
Yeah, I think you played that a couple weeks back, didn't you?
Yeah.
That is a cool spot to fly, though. Just be careful going too far behind the rocks.
Yeah.
Man, that stuff ricochets your signal like nothing. You will lose.
I was going, because I was kind of surfing over the top, and I hit just a little low one time, and it scared me there for a minute. Fortunately, I had my link quality on my screen. As soon as I saw it drop, I kind of panicked a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, that was a great spot to fly. I really like that place.
Yeah, more guys are going there now. I was rolling through there the last time. I said, man, there's 5 guys over there. I said, I ain't stopping this time.
Man, it's got 36-hole views, too.
Oh, man.
I've only got like 1 subscriber. Or 136. Sorry, no, I've got 136 subscribers.
I was like,
what? Elevate that up from what a WCT. We go to West Coast. We're gonna be promoting Matt stuff everywhere.
Dude, yeah, West Coast Throwdown is gonna be freaking pretty badass.
Oh my god,
excited!
We're gonna have so much fun there, Matt. I don't know. I might not be able to fly. Hey guys, no,
I wish I had time to get another set of frame orders in, man.
Oh man. Well, I've got Phoenix 3D printing up all of the stuff for every one of those kits. That's over 300 kits he's printing up right now.
All your canopies and stuff.
Yeah.
The guy I found that had the cheapest prices out of anybody for kits was Leet 3D. LEET
Oh, nice.
3D. He used to fly FPV, and he used to print a bunch of canopies, like multicolor canopies and stuff like that. And here, I'll pull up a site. But
Well, Phoenix 3D is also my distributor.
oh, okay.
And yeah, so he also sells the frames on his website as well. So that's basically where I'm selling them from right now. More of a direct, but that he's a sponsor of Builders Group too. So that's one of the reasons everything is just working out for me right now.
So he's been printing a lot of those electric skateboard parts and stuff like that.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know what the hell it is about. I think my computer's like auto color select is like really freaking upsetting me lately.
Is it just scaling the colors off or what?
Well, like yeah, it's like turning the brightness way up.
Oh, I see.
But he's got a lot of these camera pods and stuff like that. But his prints are super clean. He used to do a bunch of multicolor stuff back when he was doing FPV. But you see, he's got stuff for all kinds of quads, and he's got a lot of the multicolor stuff.
Right.
A lot of the old stuff, Schizonovas, Helix, QABX. But I think he's actually someone else is running his stuff now, and he's just traveling around in his motorhome.
Oh, that's cool. That works.
Well, he's got a big like I think it's a Ram 3500 truck and a fifth wheel trailer. So yeah, that's the kind of life that it's just him and his wife. So that's the kind of life that I could get used to. Shit.
I'll let you know when I put on an event out here. I'm trying to figure out when to organize it because I want to be opposite of Jeff. I want to be opposite of everybody else that's putting on their stuff. Plus, we have a lot of racing going on with, the SFPV, San Francisco area, all these guys. So I'm trying to get it to where it's organized properly, and I got to pick a good spot too. I have a few venues that I can use, but we'll figure it out. I'll let you know, Matt.
Yeah, that'd be
like, I don't know if I can make it, but I think I should.
By the way, that Facebook user is Jesse Gallego, and he just clicked in here.
Jesse Gallego. Well, yeah, I see. What happened?
I see a black screen though.
Yeah, that's what I see too.
Jesse,
did you mean to do that?
There he is. What's up? What's going on? Can we hear you?
Holy crap, so
lag.
much lag. I think it's catching up now.
I can hear you good, though. That's awesome. So, Matt, how you been? I haven't seen you since freaking last year. See, I haven't seen your face since freaking West Coast Throwdown last year.
Well, that's sweet. Everything's all jittery as hell. Gotta love being out in the sticks.
Oh, it's like a little bit of a delay for him.
Yeah. He lives. This is what you'll experience if you get any signal out of West Coast Throwdown.
Oh, man.
Nope.
Actually, this
God, horrible lag.
I'm going to do the tower. I'll put a tower up.
Yeah, I know you told me that, Terry, but all my work is here. I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Can't retire.
I live out in the stick.
Oh, there it is. So Jesse said he was flying it this weekend, chasing cars.
Nice.
William's like frozen with envy right now. He's like, God damn it.
Oh, look at that.
Like, really? Seriously? Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, this is so rude. I can't believe it.
Man, we're going to have some words at WCT, buddy.
What
I'm going to steal all your meat.
Get a little more better.
Do you have to go to like the upstairs closet to get good signal or something?
Upstairs basement?
Yeah, Terry Terry was super smart, man. He bought an RV and was staying in an RV lot for a while, and it was way cheaper than any of the apartments in town. And he had a nice place outside of town. So,
That's a smart.
what's up, Juan? Reaction Entertainment, what's up? Yeah, dude, West Coast Throwdown's gonna be freaking killer this year. I can't wait.
Dude, Derek he already said, dude, me going with you two there, it's gonna be off the hook. I get Matt's meat, we hanging out. It's gonna be nuts.
I know, dude. And the place, I'm hoping they got a little more rain this year, so the river level will be up a little bit higher. But it was a super nice spot, and the temperature out there was freaking awesome for the end of August.
Right.
A little dry. Everybody out west had dry spells last year. So.
Huh.
Dude, love your shirt, Jesse.
Oh,
That's
dude,
one of my
wait till you get now.
I can't wait to get out there and get some of that good cabbage. But yeah, man, freaking I'm trying to talk to Jesse. I guess Derek and them were trying to talk to Jesse about getting the Tiny Whoop tent set up out there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Rick and Morty's badass.
There you go.
But if we can get some of the Tiny Whoop stuff out there, like Jesse's set up with all the freaking bag. I lost the audio there. What'd you say?
Yeah. Hopefully
It's
that
definitely a lag.
happen.
Or like a giant lag.
What's up, JFPV? How's it going?
Oh man, there's Jay.
Oh man, this is
Mandaloo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would
dude, I
be-
can't wait.
It would be
Freaking
changing that whole scene and all. So that is that shit would change the whole night scene if we had Perkins out there with all his stuff up there. Holy shit.
Dude, Derek and I leaned on him heavy about that while we were at I.O. So, hoping to hear from him. He's like, man. So I think they're trying to negotiate help to get him for the gas money and the U-Haul and all that crap to drive out there.
Right.
Because, gas isn't cheap right now, and he's got a freaking U-Haul worth of crap that he brings. So.
Well, I'm going to let you guys get back to talking without that and stuff like that. I just heard you show up and make some people jackermancer real quick.
Yeah, this messed up. My night was ruined.
Everything. Just waiting on that feedback, bud. That's what they're waiting on.
We need that feedback because I need one in my hands. I need feedback. Come on, Jesse.
That's what these guys are waiting on.
Yeah, man.
So, it's I don't know. Mine's over here hanging on a wall, looking all huge and pretty.
I can borrow it, Matt, anytime you want. I'm down for borrowing that sucker.
With its 10-inch arms on it.
Oh, I am looking forward to trying these thin whoop ducks.
Oh yeah, dude! I'm telling you that could be freaking just badass.
Yeah.
It'd like talk to Stan about maybe trying to get like a freaking wholesale price on some of his ducks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the fitting's just perfect, man.
I'm trying to get a 3D quad going with a whole crap load of lights on it so I can do some LOS 3D stuff for everybody at night at WCT. If I can get that going, that's going to be fun.
Jay's like, feedback. I love my nemesis. Glad to hear that, brother.
I actually like mine too. That sucker rips, man.
Dude, those things are so much freaking fun.
Well, I've got my T motors on there, man, and they're blasting away. I'm going, geez, I love this. 6,000 kV motors on that bad boy.
You running on 3S?
Nope, 4.
4S. Wow.
Yep.
6,000 kV on 4S.
Yep.
All right. You
Dude, I'm
definitely
on
need it.
4,500 kV on 4S, and man, it's freaking like most of the time I just fly on 3S because it's like 4S is.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun because I try to screw with my friends that are flying their 5-inchers, and I'm like, I bomb there. What the hell is that?
That's Jesse back in the chat.
Oh, I see him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to seeing Fox Sears 3.5-inch too. Send them
Huh.
because if it flies just as good as the 2.5 Fox Swoop, then that makes me excited because the Squirt is just like it flies like shit.
get a Cinehex, man.
Flies
Well,
like shit.
I had to take the ducts off of my Diatone Tycan in order for it to fly well, so I can get some good video out of it. I'm like, man, this thing is crap. It wanted to it would catch air everywhere, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't do what I wanted it to do unless you flew super slow motion. I said, no, I need it to go faster. So I pumped up the motors and batteries and.
Yeah, there was quite a few people. I believe Ryan was sponsored by Diatone, and she got one, and she had to. There was a lot of people asking questions, including her, about how do you tune this damn thing.
Yeah, it was a pain to tune, but I got it tuned, and then I took the ducts off, had to retune it, and man, that thing just woke up. Now it's so much better. But then I'm building Neil's Whipmaster 4-inch.
Okay.
That thing is sweet. I've got all these frames that I love so much. Like I'm waiting on yours. I'm not gonna say anymore. I'll wait.
So
But,
when I do my next order, I'm ordering extra 3.5-inch bottom plates.
Oh, I thought you were going to say necromancer stuff for me in Danish.
Well,
I was like, all right, there we go.
Yes, I'm gonna order some more necromancer stuff too. But these here, so I'm gonna make a kit that you can buy to make an X8 out of the 3.5-inch.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And you can put whatever ducks you want on it.
Right.
So Dan's already made the X8. He's had him flying for quite a while now, and he loves the damn thing. So yeah. Yorkie Poo, yep, 3.5. I've got 3.5-inch and 4-inch Nemesis HD micros right now too. They just came in this week. So, but yeah, the running the 3.5-inch should let you put any prop duct on there at all. Any prop duct you want aftermarket. So, but that'll work good. So I'm going to be selling it with a print set, with the 2 bottom plates and all that. And the, what was it, 10 millimeter standoffs.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said, this race frame that I've got now, I actually, since I'm getting very close to finishing it. Yeah, actually, do I have it open?
What motors, Jay? What motors, Jay?
What happened there? Oh, I got. How the hell do I have 2 fusion windows open? That's.
I don't know.
That was weird. I had 2 fusion windows open. So I've been working on a racer for the past, couple days, trying to get a newer one down. Got some, like, the worst feedback about the quad that I got while I was at IO was that it was too big. It's light, but it's too big. I don't need all that extra room. And you could make it lighter was kind of the suggestion, right?
Right.
So which one are you trying to make lighter?
The racer, the ASP. So what I did was there was a couple things I wanted to do for the ASP that I'm still going to do as far But so let me see if I can do this real quick.
Yeah, Jay, 1408, 3600 kV would be awesome for a 3.5. That would work really good if you're on 4S or even
So
5S. You can go.
this is what I got, and I don't have to listen to Zach Carazales' criticism because he didn't make it tonight. So
Oh yeah, you got it sandwiching in there. That's beautiful.
so this is the FC plate here in the middle, right? So this plate here. So it's 20 by 20, but then it's still got a lot of room in between the standoffs for the actual flight controller. Because remember, I made that post about how all fluffed up all the damn flight controllers are.
Right.
But still got 5mm arms. Another thing that I had heard was that people don't like the just basic arms for racing. They want a little bit of a flat edge to be able to preload onto.
Right.
So I changed the front arm a little bit. I mean, it's basically my same arm, and I added the flat edge on the front.
Right.
And then instead of using carbon fiber and press nuts, because my hands get blisters from doing press nuts, this is an aluminum plate that's going to hold the arms in, right? And that's not. This is the same arm design I have currently. So that aluminum here in the center is going to hold the notch, and you're only going to have to remove one screw to change your arm. And you might have to loosen this one here too, but you'll only have to remove one screw to change an arm.
I'm going to send you some press nut pliers, dude. I've got a pair that are awesome. I hate those press nuts.
Dude, I've still got like
yeah.
my skin still hasn't
They're the worst, man.
from the blisters from doing all the frames before IO.
Yeah.
But and then I've got let's see, then the bottom plate here, still 3 mils thick. I was going to get a couple cut in 2 mil because I think having the extra bracing of the two, especially if I beef up the areas here around the motor pod, where this carbon comes in here. If I beef that up a little bit, I might be able to go to 2-inch on the bottom as well, or 2 mil on the bottom as well.
I like that.
But that's pretty much it so far. So, and it'll have room. You know, this is going to be 5 mil spacing in between the arms here.
Yeah.
So there'll be plenty of room to put your receiver down in there.
Yeah, that's a good use of the space, I think.
So, and then you got plenty of room for your battery strap, and I didn't want to make the holes anywhere.
Right.
So these holes here in the bottom are still 3 mil diameter, but that's fine because you're going to use a 2 mil Allen wrench to tighten to access these screws on the bottom of the plate here. Or at least in my opinion, that's fine. I don't know. People might be grumpy about it.
Yeah.
But that's what I got so far. So it's and because I wasn't able to do the Whoop style controllers on this one, I'm probably gonna make a racer that's strictly for the Whoop style controllers too. So that's what I kind of popped into my head when I was unable to do it on this one. But I mean, to be honest, I didn't see a lot of people flying AIOs. I saw almost 0 people flying AIOs. So, gotta configure it, so for the majority of the customers, right? So,
well, I mean, AIOs, there's so few of them that are reliable.
That's true.
But
they've been dropping a lot of big amperage ones, but I'm still seeing them blow. So, well,
they got some new 45 amp ones out. I forget who it was now that just dropped one. It's 45 amp. It was geared for racing. God, what frame manufacturer came out with it?
iFlight, probably.
No. It was
or Flywheel.
I'm forgetting the frame that it was going into. It's super light frame. I just forgot about the guy's name now. He just put it out too, and he's using the AIO now. And I'm
Is it
like,
Flywheel?
No,
because I just recommended Jeff. I think it was somebody. I just recommended a Flywheel AIO is a 40
Now those have been pretty reliable. I do have to say Flywoo's been pretty reliable.
I've got a JHE MCU, and I've found that one. Well, I mean that one. I'm it's a 30 amp or 25 amp or something.
There's,
It's way more than what I need for my
Right.
1404s.
Actually,
I'm not worried about over amping it. So, but yeah, man. So I got that. That'll be hopefully, because that has aluminum parts. I'm going to have to find I've got a supplier. I just need to create the diagrams. It's not like I can just send them an STL file and they can manufacture it. So I've got to create actual diagrams for it, and, stuff like that. So then I need to get it machined. But I've also got a plate like that designed for the Mutiny HD. Both of the Mutiny V2s. So there's a potential. I'm going to get a handful of those cut as well. And if they fit well, I'll throw them up on the site. And then I may include them with the next order of frame. I'm debating, because I just raised the price on the frame, and having this machined aluminum part's going to raise the price again. So it's kind of.
Yeah.
But I may just sell it as a separate option for the frame in case people want it.
Nice.
So we'll see.
Yeah. The AIO that I saw that just got released, I want to say just the last few weeks, it does both analog and HD. So that's huge for AIO.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So that's why I was interested. I'll have to go back and look it up, and then I'll give you all the insight on it.
I think
I might post it up on Builders too.
I think the main thing that you need for HD is just the 10-volt power supply, right?
I think the video in and out is different. The way it processes it, it's
No, you're fine to connecting to any UART. You just the power you need.
Oh, that's right. They added another UART to it, is what they did. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just very confusing in the beginning. They named everything like DJI, and it still had extra UART. So I don't know why they did that. All they did was confuse people with it.
Well, I think the extra UART was. Don't you need the extra UART if you're using the DJI transmitter?
Yeah. No.
Plug into S-Bus.
S-Bus, yes. Goes to S-Bus.
Yeah, DJI for their controllers, S-Bus. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just an extra cable and a ground cable. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And almost all of these Whoop boards now come with enough UARTs. Then you got these big ones that just came out, the Foxeer Reaper 45 amp 722 AIO. And there was this new brand. I forget what store was selling them. I didn't recognize them. There were a whole bunch of electronics that came out.
Oh,
Can't remember what store it was. New products. Let me go to. Never heard of them. Do not see them now.
let's see.
But there's a lot of new AIOs that just came out. Some new iFlight ones too. I need more with 6 motors too for the Hexa stuff. That's why I don't want to do the Hexa thing. I just don't want extra stuff to be able to break. I don't know if that makes any sense. That freaks me out. That's why I don't want to do an X8 or anything like that. It's like, no.
I've got an X and an X8, so
it's like, no, I'm not ready for it.
the X8 is actually better than the Hex. If you want something that flies really well and is pretty balanced, go with an X8 all day. I know Matt's got experience with that too, or Dan does anyway.
Well, I mean, the Cinehex is actually pretty
That'll be-
good. I don't know if you've seen that one yet.
Synhex
Yeah,
is
that's
a micro,
right. Your hex one.
So
That's-
this is I mean, it's got great spacing and then the balance, right? So made the back plate a lot longer, so it'll offset the weight of a full GoPro.
Mhm.
And even with the weight of a full GoPro, it flies well. So, and then the standard one, kind of the reason I designed it was because it's shorter top plate, a little bit faster, a little bit different motor configuration. This one I had to trim the prop guards to get them on, but it still works well. Gil's using it, has used it to shoot a commercial and then a couple other local commercial things. So,
Yeah, your new one looks so clean compared to that one.
what's that?
Yeah, your new one
new
looks
one.
so clean compared to that one because
Well,
it looks like everything fits together better.
Oh yeah, and the air's a lot cleaner.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, the weight balance is a lot better. I don't know. This one here I like a lot more. But like I said, the other one's fun to rip around as well too. It's just not as it was not as stable as as this one, right? Like I said, and this is the one that I designed based off of the feedback that Gil gave me when he flew the other one for the couple of commercials he did. So that one's got a lot better, like I said, a lot better balance. And like I said, if you're flying naked anything, that's going to be super freaking stable. Like I said, the X8 Nemesis X8 will be something small like that. The 3-inch will be able to tote the GoPros or the nakeds as well. So I don't know. They're all around. Like I said, Dan loves his little freaking X8, and he flies it with his GoPro on it. So
now Dan's what size was that one? That was a 3-inch, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, I was gonna make the kits with the 3.5-inch because it spaces the motors out a little bit more. So if you want to run prop ducts with 3-inch props, it'll be a great size for that. He's running his with no ducts at all, so he's just flying it around freaking face slicer mode.
Face slicer.
Brave soul right there with X8.
Right, and he's like orbiting around his head, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I call face slicer mode there, buddy.
Yeah,
That's
until something happens and a possible fail safe.
Oops.
He's got all that hair and the beard to protect him, so he'd be all right.
Yeah, that's true.
and the hair to get tangled up too. So
Yeah.
Well, it's either
We'll see it when he shows
your
up with like missing hair.
right,
cut your hair or have two big lines of props going across
war
your face.
wounds. Yeah, he'll get some war stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, it still jumps up and gets people, man. That's every year I see at least one or two pilots.
Well, dude, even some of our experienced pilots been posting on. They posted on Builders the other day, and he goes, "Oops, I knew better, and I just wasn't thinking about it, and that was it." He said,
I was
"Yeah,
just
he got
talking
his
about.
knuckles."
I was just talking about from accidental arming.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
people trying to do a hover and friggin' preload test on the start, and one of the props is on backwards and flies off all over the place. But yeah, it can be a little dangerous sometimes. But what was it? There was one pilot sliced his hand up this year, just right after multi-GPIO. So,
oh wow!
His mom's got a picture of him racing with his hand all bandaged up.
Hey, at least he's still going.
Yeah, I think he bumped an arm switch. So
yeah, that's why I tell people just put a pre-arm on there. Especially if you're moving around a lot and you have a lanyard on your radio, just put a pre-arm on it.
You use an exposed switch, you gotta have a pre-arm or get a Tango.
Yeah,
that's why. Yeah, the Tangos are real nice because the buttons are recessed and it's hard to do one. Yeah. But yeah, you can set up this little momentary here,
right?
Just set that up so it's got to have both of those signals, and
Mhm.
Simple. Except when you're racing and you keep forgetting to press the trigger to get it to arm. And you're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I just tried to. I was invited to this fun fly, fly whatever quad, MultiGP. I think it was Rude that posted it. I joined that one night last week. It was pretty fun. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to racing, but I was doing okay.
To be honest, Ventrafly, I
Yeah.
don't have a pre-armed. I just switched back over to my Nirvana, so I don't have a pre-armed setup yet. But I can easily.
I only have one radio right now that is. I just set a pre-arm on it 2 weeks ago, so I'm just doing it. I've
But
been
I
without
also-
one for 8 years now.
I also don't have a lanyard or that I use yet. So that if it's not swinging around on my chest, the chances of it me flipping a switch are slim or slimmer, I guess.
All right, dudes, I'm gonna call a night for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it too. It's 10
Same
o'clock my
here.
time. So
All right, fellas, it was good
Yeah.
talking with y'all.
I gotta get up early and do some work around here, try to
Mhm.
work on a car and try to finish up this racer design. So William,
Yeah.
thanks for stopping by.
All right, thanks guys for having me.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
anytime,
I
man.
can't wait for IO. We got 44 days now. 44 days.
WCT.
44. I need to get like one of those
WCT.
counters. I need to get one of those, what do you call them? Lock screen counters.
Yep. You just went to IO, Matt. We're going to WCT.
Oh, yeah. West Coast Throwdown. I keep forgetting it's like an extra 1,000 miles I have to drive. So
Right? Shoot. Not
yeah,
me. I'm only driving 7.5 hours.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, rub it in, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll have to come out.
It's like,
and see
yeah,
it.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take the freaking 101 there, and then we're gonna yeah.
Yep.
That's I tell you what, that's a beautiful coast to ride along, but man,
It really is.
35 mile an hour for almost the whole thing is really tough.
For a lot of that part, yeah. It's nuts all the way up the coast through Oregon. That's horrible.
Yeah, and then because the road goes right through the seaside towns, pretty much any seaside town you go through, you're gonna hit stoplights and traffic and people walking to and from the beach and
That's right.
all that
And just
stuff.
traffic in general.
Yeah, I didn't have a spotter when I drove down there last time, and Zach and I avoided it because the gas prices in California were higher, and we were both,
God, yeah.
we've been on the road for 3 weeks, and it was like, do we really want to add one more day or 2 more days to our trip to
Right.
go down, drive down the coast? It was just like at that point we were just like, fuck no, we're going home, man.
Well, I'm filling up the first time when I go to leave Oregon, and then right before I get into California, I'm going to fuel up again. So,
That's pretty smart. Although I heard California is giving you a break on taxes.
yeah. Mm-hmm. They're giving us $500 for the fuel. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I see a lot of people posting memes about 2014 when gas was $100 a barrel. It was it $2 or almost $3 a gallon. And then
it was like 40 or $140 a barrel back before these two last presidents, and now barrels are cheaper now, but yet the fuel is twice as high. How does that make sense? Oh well.
According to the gas companies, their cost of processing and the cost to move it has gone up considerably.
Yeah, I don't believe them, and I never will believe those old gas people, man.
I mean, yes, with good reason.
I've even heard somebody interview one of them. I can't remember what his name was. It was one of the big guys, and he's just like, I don't give a shit what the president says.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit. Like, I set the price that I want.
Well, here's the thing, though, is they're kind of the corporate folk, the C-suite people, the CEOs, CFOs, and the board. They all have a duty that they cannot make decisions that are not in the best financial interest of the company. So reducing prices would not be in their financial interest. So if they did it, they would lose their jobs and their bonuses and all the rest of that crap, technically. So yes, they're kind of hardwired. The laws are kind of hardwired into F us over for that. But yeah, it is frustrating when you see the same cost of gas that we've had multiple times before, and it really wasn't this high.
Yeah.
Although in what was it 2009, 2008, when Obama was in office, I think I was paying almost $6 a gallon for gas.
Oof. Yeah, it was rough in the Mustang going to work every day.
Yeah, and even then the gas was only, I think it was like 120 a gallon or 128 a gallon or something like that, or a barrel. Sorry.
Diesel here is almost pushing $7 a gallon.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. California's got like $2 tax on every gallon of gas.
Yeah,
it's like, what the hell does the state do with that money?
Well, California just passed a thing where subhaulers are no longer allowed to operate in California now for truck driving. Subhaulers. So the independent owners, owner operators, they can't operate in California if they have to be associated with a company. They can't do something for a company and lease their truck from a company.
You know that
So
when that
it's
came
crazy.
about though, that little law was kind of, it pissed me off, and it was suspicious because it was right after the small independent companies,
Uber and Lyft. Yep.
That they were refusing to take vaccines. They didn't have to.
Yeah,
they were
that's right.
contractors. So they were trying to force the vaccine mandate, and that kind of weighed on that law as well. They were trying the independent truck drivers. They were like, "Yep, sorry, you got to be part of a big truck company," and all the big truck companies, because they have more than 150 people, had to have vaccine mandates. Right. It was really kind of a stupid way to screw truckers, and I can't believe they're still doing it right now because.
Yeah, well, I mean, even the companies don't have to have vaccines either. Truck driving in general, you don't have to. So that's because everybody started to protest, and then Canada went and protested for us too because it affected them. So,
well, I mean, I tell you what, if I was a truck driver, I mean, I felt the same way because I was working the whole time. I never got to stay home. I still had to go into the office. I still had to train students. We still had to, wear all the extra protection and all that stuff. But I feel like, look, you made us work with no extra pay, with no extra anything for 2 years, and now you're saying that we have to do this. Right. It's like, look, I haven't had it in 2 years. I've been exposed to all these people. I've been traveling on the road and all that stuff too. And no, it doesn't make sense. I said, I historically have a fairly good immune system. I got it once, and I had it for 2 days. I was feeling pretty ill. Didn't lose any sense of smell. I had a fortunate case, but but I kind of because of my experience with my own immune system, I kind of felt like that was, or hoped that was what I was going to have. So
good gut bacteria is the key to a good immune system. So,
well, that and
good.
That I do take.
I eat everything super gross. Eat everything fast food.
That's what you just don't clean your house. You eat right off of dirty dishes. I mean, come on. You got to build up that immune system.
Oh man.
No, but yeah, it's we're pretty fortunate, but I've got natural immunity, so I'm happy with that. Or sorry, I've developed immunity from being sick and having it. But there was a lot of people that were working. Like some of the stories that they're spreading about it. Our show's getting a little too political, but the chip story is the one that bothers me, is because I'm in the chip industry and nobody shut down.
Mm-hmm.
But
anyway,
demand went up.
What's that?
Yeah, demand went up because
we're at home. Yeah. Like I said, that's my theory is why, with demand doubled, because everybody was working from home. Everybody needed a laptop. Everybody needed a tablet to be able to go to freaking school or work.
Who knew about Zoom before this happened? Nobody.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was the other thing. I'm not. Zoom is one of those things that I had it on my computer. I installed it for when I went on somebody's live stream and they were using it, and I deinstalled it right as soon as I got done. that's one of those programs I'm not a big fan of security wise. During the show that I was on, um, I must have had I was on there for about an hour and a half, and I had almost 300 suspicious connections blocked by my
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Oh, jeez.
Not surprised.
So on the bright side, I'm happy my virus software works so well.
Exactly. That's it. That's all that matters for us, Matt.
Yeah, it's like one of my friends was like, "You pay for antivirus software?" And I'm like, "Yes, you don't." I mean, there's a couple things like AVN and stuff like that are out there, and
Well, I created a VPN for some of my stuff for the servers.
Well, I've
that
got
way it protects me a lot better for what I'm doing with my stuff. So
yeah, all of my stuff is on it's separate. It's separated into drives, and it's on partitions that can't be accessed from the net and all that stuff. It kind of screwed me over when I was traveling last year, but I need to set up a pathway so I can connect. But it's you have to have security. I mean, otherwise your shit will pop up on Bang Me Good. So, part of the reason I don't use a Chinese cutter. What's up, David Graves? He's up there. I saw him up in Wisconsin hanging out at the mall with Confused in pictures today.
I know that spot, man. That spot.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he was posting stuff up there. They were in a good spot. So
yeah, they were at that abandoned mall
on the internet right now.
That was
that mall.
Little
he
jelly.
says about to rip it, and I'm like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I was a little bit jelly. Confused said she got some peanut video on the Nemesis Micro, so she's super happy about that. So I can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait to see.
I got to see some of that video from that peanut. I have yet to see some of that.
I have one. I have yet to wire it into a quad.
I used the peanut for chasing stuff with my Cinema.
I was going to try a thumb, but I heard a few guys don't do it. So
yeah, I heard there it's inexpensive, and I heard it's one of those things that now RunCam does do firmware updates on their stuff, and I recently updated firmware on an old RunCam split, the old V1, and it is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So,
there you go. See, I have the Insta360 on a couple of mine, so especially on my X8, and that thing rips pretty good with that 360 on there.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun little camera. You never have to charge it with the little adapter.
Yeah,
you don't.
Like that's the important part.
Well, did you see Insta360 released a freaking adapter for theirs?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Insta360's got an FPV adapter now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they're listening too.
And
I think these companies have realized that we're actually making a money with what we're telling them we want to have, because more people are getting into this.
Yeah.
I don't think they realize how big it's starting to grow. I've got more people getting into the real estate game, and just they're building their own stuff and wanting to put like a peanut on it or whatever and get indoor shots. I mean, it comes out good. So
yeah, and it has some grain to it and stuff like that. But if you're doing action shots and stuff like that, it's a fantastic camera. If you're not doing a commercial shoot, and it's like a fantastic camera. I wish I could get. I wish the peanut was water tight or water
resistant at least. Yeah.
$20.
That's crazy. Where's that from, Matt? I can't see it there.
This is directly from Insta360.
Oh shoot! Yeah, okay, I see it. Okay.
Oh yeah, so they want to know my location.
Right.
But yeah, this is on Insta360's store, So there's
Okay.
your USB. So you just need the USB to power adapter, and it's got a little clamp that locks it in too. So and it's got the tab mount, so you don't really need another mount.
Right.
I was
Nice.
trying to see if there was a side view with the camera in it to see how. Probably need to still print a camera ring on it to protect the lens.
Yeah.
But I mean, for $20, shit, I might.
Yeah. Being able to replace the lens with the ND filters on the Peanut. That's the only upper hand it has.
So the other thing that I thought was cool is that USB port. I haven't heard if actually I should have just freaking read the description. But I'm kind of curious if you can download video using that USB-C as well. I've got an iPhone, so I can download the video, but because I've got this freaking OtterBox case on there, it doesn't plug in. I have to remove the OtterBox case to get it to plug in.
Oh yeah.
Why
Why don't you design a 3D print one for it, Matt? They've got all kinds that you can actually pop that little cover off and your USB slides right in. There's actually a few of them that are pretty well designed. I had to make a change to a couple of them, but
I'm kind of religious about the OtterBox cases.
they're durable as heck. Man,
Dude,
I mean, you can't go wrong. I got one, but I don't use it anymore. It's just
they've protected every single. I don't use the big clunky hip clip or anything like that. But the fact that they don't, when you set them down either side down, they don't slide. The glass, everything's protected very well. That's one thing I always get for my phones is the OtterBox case. Freaking my friend Terry Hootie, he was in the stream earlier. He had an OtterBox case on his Samsung, and what he's a Samsung S2 or an S3 or something like that. And he was holding out to get a new phone, and finally, I think it was none of his apps would update anymore because his phone was so old, so he couldn't use any of the apps or anything. So, but I think he finally did upgrade. But his was shit. My last one, I had to upgrade to the iPhone because while I was on my trip to California, my phone fell off my lap and landed face down on some rocks, and one of the little rock pieces just shattered my screen. I was so bummed. But I've been happy with I got a 12. I got an iPhone 12 Pro Max or something like that. Okay. I didn't need the latest and greatest one. I'm not that. I don't need to be at the bleeding edge of anything. Obviously, that's why I'm still not on digital.
Right.
All right, dudes.
All right, I'm out, you guys. All right, everybody have a good night. Dana,
too. All right, gentlemen.
Thanks for
We'll see
stopping
you.
on, guys.
Next week.